my name is Ondřej Vlček. I am the CTO and the General Manager of Consumer at Avast. I've been with the company for more than 20 years, and I've kind of known it inside out since the beginning. So in 2016, we saw some new emerging threats. The number one threat that we saw was ransomware. Ransomware is not new, but in 2016, it really took off. So we saw more than double of the attacks in ransomware compared to the previous year. And also the tactics have changed. So it's not only about maybe locking people's computers or somehow, making inaccessible the data, but now it became, as the lucrativeness of the business kind of increased, and as people realized that they can make more money by using new scare tactics, they started doing some new things. Like, for example, we saw the bad guys kind of exposing people's data on the public internet, so threatening the hijacked users by kind of taking their data and posting them on public forums or on Facebook, Twitter, etc., basically mocking them and paying them, making them pay the ransom with higher probability. The other thing is that there was this thing about new business models. So we were seeing ransomware as a service, where the ransomware authors were actually offering ransomware kind of rebranded or custom branded for anyone else. So it's definitely getting more traction. And people are kind of, there's more and more people distributing ransomware these days. The second big thing was around IoT. We see more and more attempts to attack embedded devices and also the routers. The problem is that the routers are riddled with security problems, and so are the small devices. The reason is perhaps that the manufacturers, the vendors that stand behind these devices are fundamentally hardware companies. They don't know how to do software. They are not very good at software, and not to mention security of the software. So what that means is that for a typical device, the amount of people, resources, and money spent on making the software and making it more secure is very small. And that then causes all sorts of problems. So the recent attacks, like for example the Mirai botnet, which attacked more than 1 million embedded devices worldwide and used those devices as a large denial of service network, that was kind of the first message that, a really kind of powerful message to the public that something has to change, that it can't be like that. The security of these devices has to be kind of improved no matter what. Right, so as part of the integration effort with AVG, we adopted some of the technologies that came from the combined effort, combined engines, and so one of them is called Behavior Shield, which is a new feature in Avast 2017, which is designed to detect malware generically. That is, it somehow looks for suspicious behaviors, it looks for common tricks, like for example in case of ransomware it would be encryption of private files, etc. And it works with very little or no updates. That's the beauty of it. Now in our testing, the nice thing is that it has proven to be especially powerful against ransomware. So ransomware is one of the categories of malware where we can really make it work very generically and very reliably. So despite the complexity of stopping ransomware globally, the Behavior Shield will really step it up and will enable us to protect our users better against this emerging threat. Sure. So the motivation that we had for the game mode really was that we learned that many people turn off their antivirus software, their security, while playing games because they feel like it's using too much resources, it's interrupting their gameplay. displaying pop-ups, etc. So we have decided to implement a game mode which actually goes into sort of an extreme, kind of pushing everything to the background and really freeing up as many resources on the computer as possible. Creating the game experience, just better, even without having to turn off or manually somehow tweak the settings of the product. And now compared with the upcoming game mode, which is going to be in the next version of Windows 10, this actually works for all games. So not just the Windows Store games, but also all the big title, the kind of traditional Windows games. So that's the biggest advantage and biggest differentiator.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.